Hey, what's good, people? I am Cool Blue, and this, of course, is
Lady Blue.
And this is another episode of Blutalk, episode 9. And the episode, or the topic for the night is perfection. Man, we've been going for a while.
Too long.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, if I could tell you this, we'll get to that at the end of the episode. But, yeah, I'm about to say, glad to be back, glad to be in the mix. A lot happened in the month of December. We wanted to do a cool wrap up, but we couldn't. January halfway out of here, like it's been a lot, Chief. I ain't gonna lie to you, but we got the definition for perfection, and then we'll get into these questions. So I'm gonna let you handle that and take it from there.
Perfection: the condition, state, or quality of being free, or as free as possible from flaws or defects.
As free as possible from flaws or defects. Yep, same job. So, like I said, we've been talking about perfection because a lot of folks in 2021 gliding into 2022 had to take a real hard look in the mirror. And if you look on social media here as of late, a lot of folks been talking about manifesting and living a perfect life, and people been leaving their 9-to-5s and pursuing goals and dreams and things of that nature. And a lot of the big word that has been brought up outside of perfection has been flaws. So I guess I'll kick it off with you. What are some of the flaws that you think that you have that might block you from some of the, or I won't say block you from, but like your definition of perfection? Like what are some of the flaws that you have that you feel kind of?
Some of the flaws I feel like that would keep me from perfection, because I'm kind of perfect. So, honestly enough, I feel like I'm impatient. Like, I don't like to repeat myself that often, especially if I think it's simple. So I do have a bad thing with that. And I listen to answer. I don't listen to fully understand. Like, especially being used to knowing the answer for someone's question with different lines of work. I listen to answer more so than listen to understand or fully cope how someone's feeling.
Do most people listen to answer?
I feel like it's a loss. I feel like most people listen to answer, but to listen to understand or to listen to really absorb, I feel like it's a lost art. And I realize that my impatience with that sometimes gets in the way of like me trying to understand you at times, or even just like different scenarios, whether it's with work or at home, especially with like everything being more virtual now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm impatient as well. I would to say like I'm more so a listener, but like I'm impatient when it comes to like getting things done. So it's like if I feel as though I could get something done like today, let's just get it done today. Yeah. I'm not the type of person where it's like I like to drag feet, or it's like even if I do drag feet, it's a reason behind why I'm dragging feet. But it's like I feel as though like, and I guess it kind of like turns some folks off, because it's like I know that like if it can be done, it can be done, because it's like I've seen people do more with less.
Right.
And I feel like that's another part of it that I kind of want to get into too. But because a lot of times folks kind of have those habits where it's like you said, they get more, like I was saying, they get more done with less. And a lot of people have been finding like the resources within their homes, within their family, friends, whatever the case may be. And it's like, it's been forcing people to be more creative. But that's another topic for another day. But yeah, I'm about to say, I feel like I'm impatient with that. And I'm also, where it is, I'm kind of, well, I'm not as much of a hothead anymore. Like I'm about to say, like at times I can be a hothead. Like I would say, like definitely if I feel like somebody trying to play with like
my temper trash.
like for me, it's like if somebody's trying to play with my time. I don't like I know I talk about time as currency all the time, but I'm a big person on time. And if I feel like you don't take my time serious, you don't take me serious. Because like the one thing that we're allowed or that God allows us on this earth is time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Love, time, or to be loved, time, and things of that nature. So it's like my time has to be taken serious in order for me to take you serious.
Yeah. My temper is trash, and I have a great poker face until somebody plays dumb. Like, oh, they don't know why I'm upset. It takes me super long to get visibly upset, and then you gonna act like you don't know.
Yeah. Okay. yeah. I can definitely see that. It's crazy because we both kind of sit in that same space, but I'm about to say like, and the crazy part, everybody think I'm more quick to fly off the handle. And that's all I'm gonna say.
I keep it reserved. I know how bad I can be, but I just like I genuinely don't have patience for stupid stuff. Like it's just it ticks me the wrong way.
I get you. Well, moving on. What do you feel was a flawless moment in your life? Like a moment. Like think back to a moment that you felt was like flawless, where you were like, yeah, like it could be anything.
I have a couple of flawless moments in my life, even with like chaos around. It's still not flawless. So I feel like once we got married, like when we were exchanging our vows and everything was over, and like the people were cheering in the background, we didn't even know they were there. I feel like that was a really flawless moment. I mean, granted, leading up to it wasn't flawless, but like once we got in that moment, that was really flawless.
Right.
Another moment I have, honestly enough, is probably like summers with my grandfather back in the day. Mm-hmm. Just because it was routine. We would wake up early, pick my grandmother up for work, go out for breakfast, then it's a random adventure. And you know, as a little kid, it's almost like a PBS show without it being a PBS show.
Yeah.
So like, it's moments like that I find flawless. And one last thing is, we used to go to this place that I always called the Cookout Park. But it's in Pennsylvania, not too far from Baltimore, probably about an hour or so. And we were out there, and it was one of the best times ever. I probably was about 6 or 7. And I remember, like, one of the moments that made it so great is that I was sitting on the floor on the passenger side of our Hyundai Elantra back in the day, looking up at the stars right back home. And it was just like, we was all packed in the car, but it was because it was a fun day and like, just made memories you'll never make again. Like, it's one of them things as a kid, like you didn't get it, but you got it. Like, this probably will never happen again.
Nah, I get you. Flawless moments for me. Flawless moment when I actually finished my first mixtape. Like, I'm about to say, like, because that was from top to bottom me. Like, I chose the production, paid for the sessions. It's just like a lot of stuff, you know, early on, you know, you kind of hear like, oh, you got to go through this, to go through that, da-da-da. Yeah, like me finishing my first mixtape, it was all me. Like, I did, paid for the artwork, paid for the production, paid for the mixing and mastering, chose the production, put it out. And that joint could have went double wood. And it's like, it was cool. Like, I'm about to say, like, to me, it was like, but everybody who listened to it loved it from top to bottom. And like that, just to know that I could create an entire body of work that people could listen to front to back was kind of like a flawless moment for me. Another flawless moment, remember when we were sick inside we got sick in Tyson's Corner?
Oh yeah.
And we was watching the Caps was in the playoffs. And we was sitting inside the room. We was sick as a dog out of nowhere. Like we was at this spot and this lady kept coughing and hacking and we tried to get away from her. I got back, my throat felt a little tickly. We had to go. Luckily enough, it was like a Target not too far away. But it was like, we laid up in the bed. Like, we was mad at cussing this lady out. But we sitting back. Now, mind you, we had a mixture of like meds, a dumb amount of beer, and like a bunch of alcohol. And it's like, we sat there. Probably shouldn't admit this on camera, but we mixed a lot of shit. And but that was one of the coolest nights because it was like the Caps had beat what's the name? Like, and like they couldn't get over that for the longest time. They couldn't get over that Pittsburgh hump, and it was kind of like cool to watch them like get over that hump. And because like. You was laughing because you was like, I never thought I'd be watching a NHL playoff game. But it was like the game was on, and by the time the game ended, we was cheering, but we was half loopy and like terrible. I'm about to say, but like that was
to your elbow, people.
Yeah, I'm about to say like we was like that was a really cool moment. I'm about to say like it ended up being a really really chill night.
Yeah,
I mean, give or take, but. And let's see, another flawless moment, because I guess I run mine off the three, because she rounded hers off the three. I guess, you know what? Us driving to North Carolina for the first time. Mm-hmm. That was a flawless moment. We got caught in a traffic jam. Like, we had to go around a flipped over truck.
And we still made it there in 7 hours.
I'm about to say, we had to go around a flipped over truck. I'm about to say, the lady ended up giving us, she ended up giving you your meal for free or my meal for free at Wendy's.
One of us.
At Wendy's. I'm about to say it was on a late night. We had like, after we got...
We polite to people.
Yeah, I'm about to say like, after we got caught in traffic, the lady was like, hey, just take it like, so like her boss was being a dick. And like, she ended up coming out the window like, hey, just take it. I ain't gonna be back here next week anyway. And she ended up giving us our meal for free, but it was like, the drive to like we have some cool, like I'm about to say the amount of road stories that we got. Boy, them two Sonatas been through some things, but like I'm about to say, but that was a cool trip. Our first drive to the Carolinas, because we left at midnight and like that whole trip was good. That whole trip was fun. Yeah, those would be some flawless moments for me.
Okay. So what's your idea of perfection?
My idea of perfection. Oh man. In terms of what?
Let's see. We could go in terms of yourself, in terms of life in general, and then a wild card or whatever.
Perfection for me, life in general. I want to be surrounded by, like, I want to learn how to play a crap ton of instruments that I don't know how to play. I kind of want. Remember whose house was that? Was that Lenny Kravitz's house that they had inside that Architectural Digest? Mm-hmm. But my man had the studio out in the middle of what was he in Brazil?
Somewhere in South America. I don't think it was Brazil though.
Yeah, it was somewhere in South America, and my man had like a house, and then he had like another house where like his friends just came to like jam out, and it's like it was detached, and it was just like I would love that. Like I would love it, and it's like I would record it, I'll put it on YouTube, because it's like moments like that. It's like you only get those type of like imagine if some of your favorite musicians kind of like jammed out. And it was recorded back in the day. It's like it was recorded, but it wasn't recorded to a degree where it was like you kind of get some of the stuff now where you see like old stuff of Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston and stuff like that. But what if it was archived a little better?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like, to me, it's like to be able to have musical friends come down to like a spot that we at where it's like you kind of get a vacation and a jam session and like some good food. some good drinks, some good herbal essence if you went to that, all that good jazz, and then you just kind of come and then you go. And then you kind of create those memories and stuff like that. Like that to me, life-wise, would be like perfection.
Okay.
What was the other one?
Then it's a wild card. Like, so for yourself?
Perfection for me, like being able to grow old and see the fruits of my labor. Like to actually like be able to, because it's like everybody isn't promised tomorrow. So it's like being able to actually grow old and see the fruits of my labor. And know that like I made a positive impact in people's lives. That to me would be. How about you?
So for me as a person, honestly enough, like I said, I would love to be more patient as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Have more, because I already have the freedom to hop from project to project the way I want to.
Uh-huh.
But I think it would be perfection to have it more cohesive the way it flows in my mind to be outward. So
would it be you or would it be a team?
It would be a team, but it would be a team where as though like I don't have to constantly stop and say stuff.
Yeah.
Like I want, like if the perfect thing when it comes to me and developing like career and life and legacy and things like that, I want a team where as though I don't have to micromanage.
Uh-huh.
They're just good at what they do.
Right.
And bring me ideas, whatever else, and we talk it, whatever else. If it makes sense, we'll implement it. Like, I want a team where as though I can thoroughly trust.
Yeah.
So, for me, like, life, career-wise, that's what I would like. As far as life in general, I would like a house that's, like, built into the side of a mountain, and I would like to see like our homeless problem drop down immensely. Like to me, homelessness is a dumb concept at this day and age. And what else would be perfection to me?
See, look, y'all ain't on my selfish stuff, and you come in and drop the homeless feed. I'm like, I didn't gave like all like this stuff. Like she like, oh yeah, she like, you know, like feed everybody the homeless. Like I'm like, damn, I'm all the way off the board. No, I get what you're saying.
No, to me, being homeless in the 21st century, like it's just dumb in every country like aspect. But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
And lastly, honestly, I guess perfection for me, for my legacy, since like you ended yours on that, is for people to thoroughly believe in themselves and to know like, even though I may not know your project or whatever it is that you have going on, if it's positive and you're really trying to do it, I believe in you if nobody else do. Because I've been in a position where I felt like nobody believed in me, or I didn't have the confidence in myself to fully strive for stuff.
Yeah. So
I would like to be somebody where it's though, like, if you look back on my words or look back on my sis videos or whatever else, like, you'd be like, oh, like, I really do have the confidence in myself to do this.
Yeah.
So that's my idea of perfection.
No, I get you. That's cool. So in a nutshell, even outside of that, so like, because like I said, like we kind of hit it on the head, so it's like the last question, like, I almost don't know how to ask it now, because it's like we kind of like got into it inside the...
What answer?
Yeah, I'm about to say, so it's like the last question, I'm trying to figure out how I want to end this off. Final thoughts?
I got one for you. What's one flaw, even if you could be as perfect as you could be, what's one flaw you would want to keep about yourself?
Running late. I enjoy running late and stuff. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, I don't like being on time. I don't like being the first person there. I don't like, I enjoy running late. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm about to say, I like dragging my feet and taking my sweet old time to get somewhere. My family know it. My friends know it. She know it. She's an on-time person. I don't like being on time anyway. I'm like, why do I have to be the first person there? For what? Because I either got to help with cleanup, or I'm either going to get help with setup, or I get caught with both, setup and cleanup. I'd rather just get caught with one or the other.
I guess. So one imperfection that I would like to keep is when I misunderstand something, I just somehow make it into a silly joke and kind of crack the ice that way. So like if I'm walking somewhere and they be like, no, I said the bathroom was this way, I'm like, oop, my bad. Like, I like to keep that flaw about myself.
I don't think that's a flaw though.
Yeah, because I feel like it's like an icebreaker trait. Like,
yeah, but I don't think that's a flaw. That kind of make you you. I'm about to say, because it's like you've been that way since we got together. So it's like I wouldn't see you any other way than that. So it's like I don't look at that as a flaw. Just personal.
Maybe some people would because they like to be more serious in situations. So
that's why you don't deal with them.
Perhaps so.
Or at least I don't deal with them. I deal with serious people. I don't like people who take themselves serious 24/7, 365. Like that to me, it's like you gotta have some time where there's a chill environment where you can just be you.
Bro, you're not Jesus Christ, so there ain't no.
Yeah, so it's like if it ain't that type of party, I ain't about to make it that type of party at all. So, with that being said, now let's get to the final thoughts.
Final thoughts. There is no such thing as perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace yourself, flaws and all, and know that you can always build on being a better person every day.
Okay, cool. Time is currency. Manifest your goals and dreams. Well, I say, even though that's what our next topic is on. Because I want to get into that. I had a little hiccup on Facebook. I didn't know I had a hiccup on Facebook. I got into a little debate on Facebook. My usual ish. But yeah, I want to say manifest your goals and before I forget. So my folks are gonna see this, but this was supposed to have been a Christmas gift, but thanks to said company, I'm not gonna get into it. Did an article everybody saw with Voyage Baltimore a while back, and I just got these in the mail right before the holidays. Like right before the holidays. So a couple of you will be getting these framed. You'll know when you get it. Say like for good judgment, they ended up sending me a couple extras. So I'll be getting a couple of them framed and send them out, and then we getting one frame for the house. Oh yeah, and I was featured in the magazine. I forgot.
Yep, Lenore.
Yeah, I'm about to say. So once I get that magazine, little modeling debut. I think this is my first publication. So I about to say once I get that, I sent out the link for the magazine. I could probably leave the link for the magazine at the bottom of this video.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Make sure you send it to me so I can put it there.
Sure enough. Like as I said, as always, time is currency. How you spend your time, how you spend your money, how you spend your energy is a reflection of.
Love y'all.
And this has been another episode of Blutalk. I am, of course, Cool Blue, and this is
Lady Blue.
We catch you on the next go round in the month of February. And like I said, the topic for the month is manifestation. Episode 10. After episode 10, we got one of these Jones left, and we sliding into season 3.
I put 2 at first.
Season 3. But I say we got 2 more of these Jones left. Thank you for all the supporters. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Please turn on those notification bells so that you can see us and we can see you and you can see us and we can see you. And stop lurking. Actually subscribe. Please and thank you.
Thank you.